What is up, rockers? Welcome back here to another Rise of Kingdoms content. Today we're going to talk about Boudica. We're going to talk about the field version of this Boudica Prime. Now, I think Boudica can also work in the Garrison if you do an Amanator and Boudica, but that would be probably in a different topic. For today, we're going to talk about open field fighting, a free-to-play approach or low-spender approach, a 5-5-5-1 Boudica. Not maxed out, but 5-5-5-1 Boudica here in Rise of Kingdoms. Now we're talking about Boudica Prime, so that's our topic. So first skill, let's take a look. Deals direct damage to current target. Damage factor of 2300, which is very high, and increase your skill damage taken by 35%, reducing the opponent's march speed by 30% for 3 seconds. This is really good because archers are typically slower, and by inflicting march speed decrease to the opponent, we can catch up. So this is definitely a very good setup. After we go through all the skills again as a refresh, we're going back into the game, and then we're going to talk about what viable commanders would be a great pair for Boudica. So the next thing is here, increase archer units attack by 30%. And then marching speed. So this is really nice because it's allowing us archer players to move faster in the field, and we can slow down the enemy. In the troops led by Boudica, archer units defense increases by 30% when the troop has lower than 80% units remaining. So this is very verbatim in here, very easy to understand. It's just saying that we're going to get some increased archer attack bonus of 30%. We get marching speed bonus 10%. And then anything that is led by Boudica, any archers also getting 30% increased defense when it's lower than 80% units remaining, which will happen most likely in the field as you are battling other players. So this is a very good one to really max out. So 5-5, definitely a good to go. Now, the third one in here, it says, reduces skill damage taken by troops, makes her tanky by 35% while on the map. Now, one thing that I can think about that can tank as well is Ramses. When Ramses has a good, tanking skill as well, or you can also use Artemisia. So there's a few things that we're going to look into once we get into the game. When taking skill damage for troops, next normal attack has a 50% chance to increase by 25% and a 25% chance to increase by 50%. So, just more damage, normal attack damage bonus. But the big kicker here for me is this skill damage taken reduction. Now, the last skill here is not too important. This is just going to be about healing, and we're also getting like a few, 5% of damage towards infantry. You're not always going to see the infantry. Sometimes you're going to see camps and archers. So this isn't going to be as high of a priority, especially if you are not a whale. So healing factor 800, pretty high, but not major priority. Expertise skill. Increased damage dealt by archers by 10%. When under control effect, the troop has a 80% chance to dispel them. 10% extra damage. Not, really so significant. These two, looking in it, not huge significance for if you're a free-to-play. It's almost similar to, let's say, compared to like a Saladin. Not exactly the same, but I'm just saying similar approach to it. 5-5-5-1 is pretty good for a Boudica in the field for players, for the majority of the players. Now, let's take a look inside in the commander's list of archers, and let's sort this out. All right, let's sort this out to archers, and let's just do it this way. All right, YSG definitely going to work well with Boudica. I would probably do a Boudica primary than YSG a primary. So Boudica primary and then YSG secondary. Edward of Woodstock and Boudica, I don't think is going to be a great combination. Ramses, I think this is a good combo for Boudica. Like I've mentioned, Ramses has a skill damage taken reduction, 30%. So that's going to help out with Boudica, make it tanky. I would recommend Ramses primary for that one. Now, another thing that you can do, another thing that you get benefit is, of course, the marching speed bonus. We get 40% marching speed bonus for 3 seconds as well, but you have a 10% chance for that, so it kind of help you out with your Boudica to move forward. Now, if you have a max Boudica and you have Ramses, of course, you're getting more onto the healing factor. You get more bonus in here as well for Ramses in here. So another thing that we can do is Artemisia. Artemisia, I would primary Artemisia, secondary Boudica, prime. My suggestion is that approach because you're going to work onto the talent tree of the defense talent tree. You get huge bonus, makes it tanky. Artemisia being defensive commander, you get really good benefit from that, and pairing it up with Boudica. I think that will be a tanky march and has a good hit. Now, I don't know if that's going to be the best setup until we really test it, but these are just the possibilities that you can do with the combos with Boudica Prime. Cyrus the Great and Boudica might not be a bad option to do, but it's going to be relatively paper, in my opinion. You don't want to do this. Versatility is not going to really work out very well. I mean, it's great because all the skills are going to be factored in the battlefield. It will be a high DPS march and great marching speed, but you're going to take hard hit on the normal damages from the Cyrus and Boudica Prime. Now, a Manitor. This Manitor is going to be really good with Boudica Prime. Now, you can do it on the field. You can do it on Garrison if you are a whale for Garrison. If it's going to be into the field, you're going to see significant, great, usefulness on this one. You got to work onto the talent tree. You'll get like a few percentage of archer attack damage to infantry if you don't max it. 5551 on Boudica Prime. You get huge amount of, archer attack bonus for both commanders. The defense, this one is not going to really be very practical in the field. And upon taking skill damage, like we've already got this skill damage reduction, right, from Boudica Prime. So now it says here, upon taking skill damage, deals direct damage to 800 up to 3 enemies. So it gives you that chance to hit more targets, plus you're taking less damage because of Boudica Prime. Now, troops led by this commander are immune to silence. Active skills reduce the target's range by 100 per second for 2 seconds. The skill can trigger once every 10 seconds. Now, another thing that you can do is El Cid. Don't think it's going to be really great on El Cid, honestly. Might not even talk about that. Tomiris, Boudica Prime. I don't see a good combo for this one. I don't see that it's going to be really good. It might give you some DPS, but I don't think this is going to be the most optimal combinations that you can do. But it's not too bad as well if you do a Tomiris, but it's not going to be the best. Gilgamesh and Boudica Prime, you can potentially do this, reduce enemies' health. I would probably, the challenges is, Boudica Prime primary, or is it going to be Gilgamesh? Majority of you guys probably have Gilgamesh maxed out already, so I would just go for that and have Gilga primary because, you're reducing enemies' health by 30%. Significant, and you get health bonus, archer damage, huge benefit. When you're using Gilgamesh, you're going to be high, doing some high DPS. Now, Nebuchadnezzar, another one in here with high damage or decent amount of damage, 1500, right? And then you're also going to be a fan shape area in here. So it is going to be AoE. You're also getting some bonus onto the defense and marching speed, which we've seen it on Boudica Prime as well. Counter attack damage bonus. Another thing here that is great, you're getting 15% increased damage and then 20 rage reduction. All right, you have a 10% chance to reduce the opponent's rage as well, up to 100, depending on how max your Neb is. So Neb is definitely a good commander as well that you can use. With Boudica, it will work. In here, you can see when you're expertise, you're getting a little bit more. The same time, additional damage, you're getting another damage factor of 500 in here. Now, I know I didn't max out all my archers in here, so I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I missed all the archers. I think I have all the archers unlocked at least. So those are the suggestions that I've got for you guys here in the game. And it's really up to you guys on how you guys are going to approach it. For me, my setup, I might change it to do a Manitor Boudica And then I can now do a Artemisia and Tamiris back with that again. So that will allow my marches to be much better. I'll have my 4 strong, archer marches in the field. So I'm really excited for it. It allows me to, develop more of my archers. And I think I'm going back into investing into the archers a little bit. I like the 2 new commanders, Boudica Prime and Henry V. I like them. I might max both if I have the, I might max both if I have the ability. But let me know what you guys think. What do you think is the most optimal combination for a 5551 Boudica Prime? And would you do a 5551 Boudica Prime? Let me know what you think. I will see you guys again next time. Thank you.